Hey there, Empire Fanatics. We're at it again. Season 6, the final season, episode 2. And oh my God, so much oh my godness is in this episode, literally, right? We're going to get into Andre taking a knee. We're going to talk about Lucious got a lot of enemies. Okay, you know the song. And Devon gets blown away by Tiana. Okay, kids, I'm telling you, it's going to be good, kids. All right, stay tuned. Okay.
I'm Maria Menounos, and you're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
Oh, yeah. It's that time, guys.
Look at the lights.
What? Is that copyright? Okay, great. What's up, guys? So we're so happy to see you again. I hope you guys are already in the chat and start getting the chat going because this episode was crazy. But as you can see, I'm not by myself. I have Haley here, the sports reporting fanatic. Football season around the corner. She loves everything chips and wings. And also, she is on the other shows, This Is Us and Grey's Anatomy. Haley.
Yes, I am. Happy to be here, everyone. Really excited to dive into this episode. There was so much going on. Make sure you're in the live chat. I see all your comments. We will get to you. Keep chatting with us. You're an extension of us. Keep it up, guys.
Haley, everybody. Haley. I just want to do that little episode like in the movie Sex and Chocolate and just drop the, drop the pin. Haley, everybody, just drop the pin. And also we have the lovely Tyra here. Hello. Not to be confused with Tyra Banks, but Tyra is all amazing. She just everything entertainment, also fashion, and she just loves everything drama. For our shows, that is. For our shows.
Like,
You gotta say that.
Clarify, guys.
Yes. Because the men gonna instantly get out your DMs. Like, she's all about drama. The men is like, nope.
No, keep it coming, guys. I'm single. No, I'm just like. But hey guys, I'm so excited to be a part of this panel. Love Empire, been a fan since day one, so it's just all surreal to be here hosting, doing what I love for the final season.
Yes.
So sad, bittersweet, but I'm excited.
It's going to be definitely hard to say goodbye for sure. Yeah. And I am Sayrie, your Looney Tune. You could, I don't want to drop off where you can find me at. Thank you for the noise sound effect. That's amazing. But also, also on LOL for Kevin Hart. Going to be on there tomorrow, so you can write that down. And just everything, hosting and radio. I just love to be here. And I'm just so excited to just get into this episode. What about you, ladies? Overall, what did you think about this?
Overall, I think, I just feel, we talked about it a little bit outside, but I feel for Andre. He cannot win. He's always having battles with his mind, with his faith, with everything. And I just want him to, get a break. Even though, like, we saw he eventually did get that break, quote unquote, and then it just went for a turn. So, yeah. My heart just goes to Andre this episode. That's my overall feeling about everything.
And you see, for me, I'm a queen, and a queen can't be somebody's pawn.
Ooh.
That line from Cookie gave me chills because she is the queen of all queens. She is fierce with a capital F. This whole episode, so much drama, so much to dive into. Again, I also feel for Andre, but wow, this episode had so much juice, and I'm just ready to get going.
Yeah. And for you guys listening, we're going to talk about, once again, we're going to talk about Andre takes the knee. We're getting into Lucious got a lot of enemies. That's a little song for you, for the guys who listen to a little hip-hop out there. And also Devon gets blown away by Tiana. I think I can say that. Yeah. I think that's safe enough. And we're going to get into
It just clicked for her.
Did you just get it? Oh my God.
It just clicked. Wow.
Somebody's not getting that, right? And we're also going to talk about the top 3 villains of the show. That's going to be our top 3. And we're also going to get into Oh No You Didn't moment, which is our special segments for you guys who are just tuning in for the first time, where we talk about the moment where the mic drop is the most wow moment of the episode. Last but not least, we're going to get into a little news and also predictions.
Yep. Yeah, we sure are.
I got a full plate of Thanksgiving food right here. So we're going to dive in there and just start chomping away. So basically, once again, we see Andre battling with God. We first see him in the beginning of the episode where he's burying Mouse for what we saw previous episode where Mouse is thinking he's going to snitch on Andre, and he's burying him, and then he gets the phone call that his wife is in labor or under distress, more than labor, kind of distress labor somewhat. And, both of them it's a possibility that both of them won't make it. At this point, guys, what are you thinking? Do you think they're both going to die?
I think at the end of the season, at the end of the episode, we got a pretty clear, for the most part, indication that they're pretty much out of the woods for the most part. Obviously not cleared yet, but things are on the bright side. I thought it was really strange how almost emotionless Andre kind of was throughout this. I'm expecting a distraught Andre, and instead, even when he finds Terry, his reaction was, oh no. Like, I'm expecting him to, like, run at her, like,
be screaming.
tears, like, screaming, not knowing what to do. But he just, I don't even know if the right word to say is he was composed.
He was
because
calm.
it was just, it was weird. It was very out of character to me. But overall, for me with Andre, this was powerful. And I think that's kind of my biggest takeaway is how well the writers have really scripted this storyline, because this is some real stuff that Andre's dealing with. So that's just my takeaway from that.
Yeah, I think, I don't know. I just have this kind of compassion for Andre. I don't want to necessarily say that he didn't like react in a certain way. I think he's been through so much emotionally, mentally, carrying this empire on his back, having this crazy family, in and out of jail, mental health issues, all of that. I think he just doesn't know how to be emotional or how to, I don't know, react to certain things like that. So I think it was just strictly like, well, all right, this is what's going on. Let's go. Let's just get you to the hospital. And then he's probably still has his mind wrapped around what he just did. He knows he just buried someone. So it's just like, oh, well, I think he was just still in that cleanup mode after burying this person. And
he should have not leave fingerprints at this point.
It's just like, all right, get her to the hospital, But going back to what you were asking about, at this point, did we think
that they were going to die?
I thought they were done. Like, I thought they were...
What?
I mean, no. Guys, we've talked about how hard it is. Andre's life is just always just falling apart. And I honestly just thought, like, wow, this is it. Like, he's not going to have his family. And I don't know if you guys peeped the nurse. She was very, like, not compassionate to me. Like, she was like, I don't know what you guys... Well, she didn't say I didn't know what you want me to do, but her reaction to him saying, like, was do something, save it. It wasn't like compassionate, like, I'm sorry, sir. Like, as a nurse, you're supposed to be like, well, this is what you're up against. It was just like, well,
too bad,
this is what we said, and this is not going to happen.
See, for me, I was going to say, like, speak of not being very compassionate, what was interesting to me was Quincy. I really wanted more out of Quincy's character in those moments. I wasn't sold. Your mother is giving birth to your baby brother. She is on basically deathbed.
Yes.
And
both of them.
And I wanted to feel something more when he sits there, when Andre's in the hall and kind of distraught. We can't entirely tell. And then Quincy just walks in and he's like, if my mom dies, it's on you. And it just kind of was like, I just wasn't sold. I wish I would have been like more there.
Falling over the hospital bed. Mom, come back. Like, that's what you wanted. That's what we needed.
Empire has had some great moments, guys. Right? We all will agree on that. When Cookie and Lucious have their moments, you just want to cry almost, or you can feel the tension.
Yes.
He's still young. I think maybe he just needs a little more years of acting on his belt.
I
think the lines were there. I just think the delivery was a little bit off.
Yeah.
And as far as Andre, when he saw his wife on the floor, I think at this point, like you were saying as well, he is so beaten down. It literally, if someone just shot him right now, he'd be like, okay, cool. Just, you know what I mean? Like, just don't make me be in pain.
This is my life. This is my life.
But with the tragedy that comes in Andre's life, we also have to realize all the times he's been saved. He's been saved. He got away with murder in jail. Someone literally gave him a heart the same night he was going to die. He got a heart. Like, that doesn't happen. You know, how did you get a heart? Like it was fresh off of eBay.
I think for me, one of the coolest kind of parallel storylines almost was the fact that Cookie coming into this season was so angry at Lucious because she thought Lucious was going to let Andre die. Remember, Andre was suicidal, and when he had his cancer and all of that. And so I think it's really poetic that this time around, as Andre is like standing there and having his moment with his heart in his chest, and he's yelling at God that it's Cookie that comes in and saves him this time. And I truly loved that scene. I don't know about y'all, but that was my favorite scene from this episode.
Was him saving her, or Cookie saving him?
Cookie really speaking some truth to Andre.
Yeah, bringing him back to reality.
Yes, like I got chills when she said God doesn't keep a scorecard, because that's truth right there.
That was good. I did too. I think we both felt that. Like, yes,
because if God kept a scorecard, we would be all you know what I mean?
Just,
pretty much.
I just hate like seeing that struggle with him, like with his belief. I think because so many cards have been dealt, it's just like, I feel like every day, well, I don't know if you guys are spiritual, I'm religious, but I think, you know, we don't know, like, when you have these trials and they come, you just kind of just lose it, and you don't realize the bigger picture of what's going on. And I think Andre has to remember that he can overcome every challenge that God brings him. He always thinks it's just like, I don't know, just you're trying to take me out, God, when all actuality, I don't know.
Like, God has kept Andre around for a reason. I think we can establish that, and I think we're at the point that we just want Andre to realize he has a greater purpose, and he needs to start realizing that instead of thinking that God is out to get him. And
it's nothing personal. No,
and I think it's cool what the writers are doing.
And God's always like, get your stuff together, man. All this, I don't know.
How many times I gotta save you? Right. But that brings up the interesting question. You know what I mean? Is it okay to? Because we said this a little bit off camera, right? Yeah. Is it okay to kill someone? Because you're like, well, he did it for the right reasons. And Cookie gets in there, and she was like, baby. You know, she's trying to get the Emmy, right? She's holding his face. You killed, but just because to save your family. So I'm gonna ask you guys, you know, hopefully there's no fans watching us right now. You know, all the police fans out there, please don't judge us. But do you think it is okay to kill? Is there such thing as killing for the right reason?
Hey, let us know in the chat if you agree or disagree.
Do you agree with that?
Put that in the chat.
Everybody's gonna start getting spammed and everything else.
I will say that Elijah, EJ Turbo, Russ, he also agrees, and he says if God kept a scorecard, he'd be burning. So I think we definitely can see.
So Robin, is it okay to kill?
Yeah. No. Is it okay? Let us know.
Okay. Because Cookie basically said it's okay if you're saving someone. If it's basically it basically argues the stance of self-defense.
Yeah.
Kind of.
I feel like as a lion, you just learn to justify your actions by any means, and that's obviously an underlying theme of the entire show.
Just
is that
kill.
Not even kill. It's not kill. Honestly, it's family over everything. It's family and love over everything.
I mean, that's a tricky question because it's hard to relate that to real life situations and this show situation.
Yes.
For this show,
don't incriminate yourself, sis.
I'm not. But for this show and for what they represent and what we love and enjoy to watch, I guess it's okay. Because
you should be like Haley and plead the fifth. She was just like,
I plead the fifth, but we're fans of the show. We like that fire. We like that excitement. And I think when watching the show, like, she's like, oh, it's just TV. But real life, clearly, you have to be kind of
real life. It's not okay.
Yeah, you have to be more realistic. But
it's not okay.
Watching the show, but
if someone threatens a sibling or your dad or your mom, and they're basically gonna, he was in the house, he intruded.
Let's be honest.
He came in the house and everything.
In the real world, there's ways to handle that situation, not lion style.
Okay. All right. Well, that's your stance. I'm not gonna give my stance. No.
She brings the question on
unless you're in the situation, and we're gonna leave it at that. Sarai's never gonna be on the news. They're gonna go back to my.
Elijah, let us know. Elijah says it's okay to kill for the right reasons, so we can just.
Great job, Elijah.
There we go.
What's your social, Elijah? What's your social? What city you're coming from?
Don't do this, Elijah.
Yeah, but the great thing about it is no matter what city you're in, you can always catch something on after show.
Yeah,
on one of our after shows on Empire.
Wherever you guys go, guys, we love you guys. We love that you guys tune into AfterBuzz. We could not be here if it weren't for you guys. So we need you guys to continue so we can be here. We can go on YouTube, give us 5-star ratings, tell your friends, go on iTunes, Apple Music, all of that to listen and tune in. And we just really appreciate you guys. We just love you guys, and we love doing what we do. We love talking about Empire, and you guys make us who we are. So keep it up. Stay tuning in.
Yes, great, because that was a horrible throw at you.
Yeah, it's okay. I was like, I'm just gonna go with it.
She's like, we love you guys. I got you, girl. We love you guys. You're amazing. But yeah, we always have great things going on for you guys. And definitely check out all the other things in the other rooms. So moving on into Lucious Got a Lot of Enemies. Kudos to anybody who knows what song that's a reference to. So put that in the comments too if you know what that song is. Got a lot of enemies.
Got a lot of enemies. Yes.
Yeah. Do you know? You guys know who sing that?
Ooh.
Okay.
I don't even know the song. Sorry.
You don't know the song? Oh,
you beat Tyra then.
Yeah.
But basically, we see Lucious. We start off the episode with Mr. Grange. And we just see enemy number one, or suspect number one. Now, we know that 9 months from the present day, Lucious is found with maybe 4 shots. It's hard to tell right now. 4 or 5 shots in his stomach area. And it's a little bit of a tease of who kills Lucious or who tries to kill Lucious at this point. And start off the episode with Mr. Grange basically having a grudge. Grange has a grudge on Lucious for taking his artist.
Say that 5 times fast.
Grudge, Grange, grudge, Grange, grudge, Grange, grudge, 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 Grange. Don't challenge me.
Don't challenge me. I got this.
Right. So, what do you guys think? Do you think Grudge? What do you think? Because they didn't really show him in the episode. We just see him a little bit past it.
I thought it was interesting because when the episode opens up, we obviously see the very first scene is him saying they cleared everything out of the house, and all that's there is this one gold record, and then it jumps to the scene 9 months ago, I guess, where it's Lucious and him having a conversation. They obviously are in a disagreement over some clients, and he's presenting him with that same gold record.
Yes.
So I thought that was really interesting. And then Lucious also said that a gold record is the ultimate symbol of success. So I thought it was interesting how they kind of just teased us right there. It's very similar to how in the first episode, we really only saw the shooting happen in the beginning. Then they filled it up with all this juice and this meat, and then they brought it back to us in the end. This one was a little different, so I'm not too sure what's going to happen there.
I feel like each episode they're going to add a little bit more.
Agreed.
Yeah, I agree. I think I need more time to kind of just like figure this whole thing
got
out.
too many enemies.
Yeah, it has just too many, and it's always things like they always throw things at us. So I agree.
We never even seen you, Mr. Grange. No offense, Mr. Grange, but who are you?
Yeah,
exactly.
We've never seen you before.
So we that for that topic, I'm gonna give me a couple more weeks.
Give me a couple more weeks.
Dive into
We
that.
just know that they got beef. That's all I know.
Yeah, she said. So, I mean, they basically talk about it more, and they brought up the subject where, I'm going to see if you guys think this is right or not, but basically Mr. Grange was using his artist as a meal ticket, while Lucious was all about the artist and the music.
Yeah.
So do you think Lucious was right to take the artist away? Even though he did it very underhandedly, and he really, basically he snuck behind Mrs. Grange's back and signed his artist and basically took over her ownership, or if you can own an artist.
It kind of seems like it was a back and forth thing. It seemed like this man had done it to Lucious. Lucious kind of did it to him. In most Lucious fashion, he gets revenge. He does his own thing. And I kind of believe him because he really always has been about the music. So if that's what he says this was about, that I do think it might be about that. But I think this Mr. Grange man, I think he might have taken it a different way.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like I'm kind of on the fence about it too, because we see like how he is passionate about his artists, and they always talk about it's about the artist, it's about the growth, it's about what we can make you to make you take you to the next level. But we also know Lucious is very greedy, and everything has to be in his power, in his hands. And I don't know. I honestly. He's so all over the place. I feel like it's just like whatever mood he's in. Like how how he was Dwight one time.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know if this is
Don't
the
do
Dwight
Lucious like that. Don't do Lucious like that.
Talking, or if this is later he's gonna flip and this is my empire. I made you. Blah blah blah. So honestly, I don't think Lucious knows. I think he has good, pure intentions, but at the end of the day, his greed.
Right now, he does not have pure intentions.
But his greed always comes back at him. So I don't know. I think Lucious needs to do some soul searching.
Yeah, I think Lucious is about the music, though. I think it's about the music and the quality being an artist.
About that,
So I think maybe 75% was factual, that he was really doing it for the artist. Because remember, in last season, he was managing the girl, and she basically wanted to sleep with him, but he was like, no, I don't. Treasure. And he was like, oh, no, I don't want your body. I just want your bounce. I was trying to find another B, but that B doesn't fit.
Yeah, that B. The bounce.
The bounce. The words bounce off
your
the wall.
Your bold voice.
Your bold, there it is. I just want your, okay, whatever. We're going to edit that part out maybe. I don't know, it's live. But basically, I think about 75% of was him being genuine.
Yeah, no, I agree.
But the larger arc of this episode was about the app, but was about the laptop. So, woof. Do you think at all that he loves his girlfriend, or you think it's all about trapping Damon?
No,
for sure about trapping Damon.
All about trapping Damon.
The whole way.
100.
Sure.
That's what I was saying. Lucious has zero pure intentions with this woman. 0%.
Really?
Zero.
Zero. Not even 1%.
No.
I don't think
3%.
so.
Not.
I mean, come on now. Even when they talk, and she's like, "We should move away," and he talks about them moving away, and he's always talking about building an empire, and she's like, "No, like we're not moving away to build an empire." Lucious cannot. He can, as much as he tries to drift away, he cannot leave power. He cannot leave Bree, and he's not leaving his family. Like, no, he's not.
Yeah.
And I don't care. He's like, we can start over, and they start, making love or whatever. Like, if she's pregnant, I'm gonna be pissed.
I didn't even think about that.
But I don't know.
Somebody needs to be in the right room.
Lucious is not, he can't let go of that lifestyle to just, for some random person who just,
But she has the African bees and the locks.
No.
Maybe they're connecting on a bohemian level since Lucious has locks now. Maybe it's the motherland type of love.
No.
You guys have no stars for that love at all. But basically, she has a line that was really great. She was saying that I don't want our own island to be an empire. Empires fall.
Yes.
I thought
And
that was
is
great.
that foreshadowing? Because let's connect some dots here. So we see the beginning of the show. They are bankrupt. And then she talks about empires falling, and we know that all Damien wanted to do was make their empire fall.
We both said, well, I don't know. Lee,
Was
you're
that
killing us.
foreshadowing?
Lee, you're killing us. It's too much twisted turns.
We're gonna let's write that down. So we
Yeah,
can come back to it later.
we gonna address it
Make
later.
sure we remember this.
It's a roller coaster with Empire, boy. Like, I hope I don't throw up. Roller coaster. Okay, listen.
I got you.
I get it.
I
Okay,
got you.
all right.
I got you.
And also, shout out to Elijah. He's up there. He's giving it to us. Erica, welcome back, Erica. She said, I called it that Lucious knew he was messing with Damon's daughter. Yep. We all call that one.
Yep.
That's great. Also, speaking of, not Damon, but speaking of Devon, Devon gets blown away by Tiana. So anybody who's under 18, do this for a second.
Look, under 18,
Are the
they still
adults
know.
Are the adults pretty much gonna get that innuendo? Okay. But yeah, so we see Devon and we start the scene off with, Devon, aka Mario, is singing his song and everyone's loving it.
Yep.
And Porchia and Becky basically Porchia pretty much calls her out and was like, something is up between you two. And sure enough, there's still sparks there. We find out later that they have not had sex and he's been celibate while he's making his album.
But the music of it, baby.
Yep.
Baby.
But we do find out that during this period, this time leap, wherever we are, that they did have a thing. So we do know that they have a thing.
They have sex. They have had sex in the past.
Yes,
for sure.
and they for sure were a thing. And he again told Tiana, "Hey, I'm gonna go celibate while I make this record." And where his issue is that he doesn't feel connected to his music. And then the scene,
Exactly.
which we all talked about. It was like, like I felt a little. I was like, this is happening. This is they're showing all of this is happening. But
You're welcome, audience. You're welcome.
But then I can't lie, that song hit.
It did.
The song hit.
Honestly, guys, I was here for it. Like, I was here for it all. Like, it just.
See, I hated it and loved it all at
the same time.
Because I feel like, I'm not an artist, but like we know with musicians and things, they have to find certain things to like,
inspire them.
Inspire them
Yep.
and, help push that passion and fire to another level. And that's what he needed in that moment. And like you said, a bomb track came out of it.
Yep.
And because, they were just cute too all together. So I was here for it. I'm like, yes,
And
do
like,
what you gotta do to get that hit single.
Like, all I'm going to say is all of you Tiana lovers out there and all of you Devon lovers out there, you will love this scene.
Yeah.
Right. Like, that's just.
Yeah, it was
so
a little cheesy. I wanted to get I wanted to get some crackers out because it's definitely cheesy.
Yeah.
But I will
and your
say
little
the music
puns are so funny.
Yes. I'm here all week, guys. But at the same time, like you said, I do agree. Thank you. I do agree. The track was hot.
Yeah, it was.
But the build up to it, I was just like, come on.
Yeah. It was typical Empire, typical.
So obviously celibacy was not the key. No. Celibacy only made him turn out an album where every song pretty much sounded the same. Yeah. So yeah.
People throw around celibacy anyway. So even when he said that, I'm like, okay, whatever. But
So do you guys like Devon and Tiana as a couple?
I'm kind of over Tiana. Like, it's at the point that it's like I can't even keep track anymore of her. Like, I really I can't keep track because I thought that she it was like this whole thing with Blake and then it was this whole thing with Hakeem and it's just like, okay, here's another love story for Tiana.
her.
Yeah.
And, like,
That's
while
true.
they're both cool people, and would it be cool to see them work out? Yeah, but at the same time, it's just like, this is Tiana. What have we gotten out of Tiana in the other 5 seasons? So
I totally agree. It's just like, this is what we're gonna do to just keep her going.
Yep.
Like, she's a part of the
Dun-dun-dun.
Empire. She's one of the, she's one of their clients in Empire. So we just have to keep her rolling throughout.
and I mean,
the-
she's fine. So she's so
she's-
pretty.
she's
so
so
pretty.
nice.
She's
Yeah,
so pretty.
she's so nice.
So.
Yeah, I agree. You know, if they ever needed somebody to substitute in that scene, I would go. Maybe. I don't know.
And,
okay.
and the biggest thing is going to be, like, how's Hakeem going to react when he comes back? Because right now, remember, Hakeem
Exactly.
is filming his part
playing
as
Lucious.
being Lucious.
He's playing Lucious as the lead in the new film for
Yeah.
Empire. What did you guys think about when?
Oh my God, I'm sorry. I just had
That's
this,
a second moment. Listen, it's delayed. It keep hitting you like 10 seconds later. You know, what did you guys think about when he was singing the song and she was just kind of rubbing him through in the song? Do you think it was too much, or you think it was like, yeah, that's just enough seasoning? Did it work for you guys?
I'm going to blush. If we keep this conversation,
Okay,
I'm going to start blushing.
I'm pretty sure you guys are blushing a little bit.
It was cute, you know. It was cute.
good. It was good.
It
It was
kind
a
of
lot.
got a little. It went
It was a
far.
lot.
I think one of you guys were like, "So are there not cameras in the studio?" And I'm like, "Really? Are they not?" Like, I mean,
It was a lot.
yeah.
Okay, well, moving on because I'm making my co-host blush a little bit too much. It got a little hot in here.
It actually is out of here.
Yeah. So Bossy Media. We love it. We hate it. How we feeling about it?
I think that they continue to provide the perfect amount of, like, comedic
Humor,
relief.
right? Yeah,
in
like
this,
Yeah,
in
like
this
that.
show.
I
Yeah.
think so too. I think it's just that little sprinkle we need to, set us apart from the drama that is unfolding.
Agreed. I think something to keep an eye on was how Becky has always prided herself on being able to find talent and I guess kind of grow and develop talent. With this, I mean, we do see that Lala actually has a voice, but the interesting thing, I don't know if anyone caught this, let me know if you did, but when Becky says, I told you I have an eye for talent, she's actually looking at the woman running the karaoke. So it's like, is this someone
makes
that
you that come
Cookie's
back?
going to kind of go get to help out develop Lala? Because
Giselle?
obviously they had a connection. No.
Cookie?
Oh, yeah.
Giselle.
Yeah. There we go. Yeah, my bad.
Wrong leader.
Yeah, my bad, Giselle.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. I noticed that also, and I think maybe that is possibly more of her calling of finding more people who can help. Like she can find talent, but maybe that scene was her realizing, like, okay, maybe this isn't necessarily my strong suit, but my strong suit is pinpointing people who can help develop what I think I can do.
Like, she's meant to be a leader. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Becky
like
knows how to
Becky, yeah.
instruct people and get what she needs accomplished done. So
Who do you guys like more, Becky or Giselle?
Becky.
Oh, that was quick.
I mean, I like Giselle just because she's
outfits.
just she's stylish, she's cute, and I don't know, she kind of like she calls Becky out on her stuff, but it's like she believes her, but she's also like, okay, girl, you need to get
She
it
keeps
together
her straight.
because
She keeps her straight.
like she keep when she's in La La Land, she kind of brings her back to reality. But I don't know, I like Becky too. I mean, she's been here forever. Her growth, I'm happy to see her finally taking up more of a leadership kind of role, even though she's been tanking. But yeah.
Can I just say, this is about to be slightly random, but speaking of Bossy Media, she's not really a part of the Bossy Media, but one character that has never ceased to amaze me that she has managed to last from season 1 to season 6
Who's that?
is
Drum
Porchia.
roll.
I knew you were going to say Porchia. I
She
knew
is
you were.
the most minor
Yes.
character that has made herself important on the show. It's hilarious.
She auditioned for you Empire fanatics out there. See if you guys know this. Tell me in the comments if you already knew this. But Porchia auditioned to be Tiana. And Lee Daniels liked her so much, he said, I'm going to write you your own character. That's when you know
I thought
that's
you were going to
amazing.
say Cookie.
Wow.
No, Tiana.
I mean, like,
Wow.
Porchia,
That would have been a stretch. Because I wouldn't want to see those sex scenes between her and Hakeem.
Yeah, or maybe it would have been, maybe Tiana was different back then, or do you
Maybe.
think, I don't know.
Sometimes they could change it, I guess.
Yeah,
for the
based
actress,
on who
maybe.
it is. But yeah, no, Porchia, every time I'm just like, she like makes me laugh every
I love
single
her.
episode.
I
I
love
love her
her.
character. It's the most minor character, but she's managed to stick around all seasons, and I love it.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah, and we haven't seen that much of Cookie this episode. We saw a little bit with Cookie and Damien, but yeah, it wasn't much to talk about. I'll probably get more into that in predictions because if you saw the little bit of a teaser, you see how he has her gunpoint.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
wasn't that much Cookie in this episode, but we still love you, Cookie. We can't wait to see you in some of the next episodes. Now, throughout these seasons, this being the finale, we have our top 3 segment, which is the top 3 villains. Any scary music?
Villains.
Villains. This is Halloween time, so
It is October 1st. We'll talk about some villains.
Talking about the villains. So, you want to share the list?
Yeah, so we're going to start with number 3, top 3 villains. And we're not just talking about this season. We're talking about all time. So starting with number 3, we're going to start...
Well, we'll start with number 1.
We're going to start with number 1.
Yeah,
number one. Oh, there we go. Number 3.
There we go.
Number 3. We're teasing it.
Okay.
We're teasing it.
3.
Number 3
There's
is
no cliffhanger
Kingsley.
at this point. We've seen them all.
So Kingsley, obviously we know what he's done. He's been the most recent one. All of these characters are no longer on the show, but Kingsley for sure takes the dub at number 3 for biggest Empire villain, because he's actually the one who ended up taking over Empire, and can really say that he was king of Empire for a while. Yep.
Yeah, from Eddie. Eddie and Giselle was before him.
Yep, and so then number 2, Miss Anika Calhoun. How can we forget her? Literally, she was the Queen of Doom.
I mean,
she
from season 1.
Yeah.
She
was crazy.
Every time I wanted to think that she maybe had some pure intentions, she didn't, ever. I think she actually might have been the most female version of Lucious that they could have had a character of, because
I don't know.
She just is not pure with anything, and so, but she was definitely.
She started off good.
I'm gonna say
she started
off good. She was pretty, like, she was backstabbed
a lot.
And when
I never
Cookie
liked her.
came back,
a woman scorned.
Cookie kind of stuck, like, she thought she was gonna be that next, leader with Lucious, and when Cookie came and kind of took over, that's when her rage kind of came. So she was a villain. She did some low down stuff, but to her defense, it was for a reason. Like,
So what?
And then
who's number 1?
Tara? Number one.
Let's get it, Tara. Let's see who's number 1. Since there's already
Number 1,
thrown out.
Mrs. Dubrow. Did I say her name right?
No, Diana Dubois.
Dubois.
Now, Miss Dubois, she didn't care about nothing. She
Evil
didn't care
of
about
all evils.
family. She made it her mission to tear them apart by any means necessary. Like having her son with a relationship with Cookie, and taking the baby from Hakeem, like all of that crazy stuff that happened. She was just sick.
She was the villain that actually affected every single member of the Lyon family. And that's what makes her take number 1. Let us know in the comments if you agree, you disagree, or you think that someone should have cracked our top 3 that didn't.
Definitely have a runner-up. I wrote down Eddie, though. Eddie, Forrest Whitaker with the lazy eye. Definitely, I would say, close runner-up. So, we're let us know what you think. Let us know how what's your list stack up to be. But it should be at least somewhere around that area. You know what I mean? The "Oh no, you didn't" moment.
Oh no, he didn't.
Is next. Like so, ladies, what do you think was the big mic drop moment of this episode?
Are you ready for mine?
Go first.
Okay,
I'm thinking.
I thought about this. And it's not like the biggest "oh no you didn't" moment. It's more of like a "oh no you need to stop it" moment. And it's Lucious with his hair. He is a wannabe looking Bob Marley out there. Like, I could, every time this man is on the screen, I just giggle. I don't know about anyone else out there. I cannot, with this dreadlock look, bring back his nice fade, bring back his hair, like his normal haircut, his powerful man haircut, because I'm not feeling it. So this is an "oh no, you need to stop it" moment for me.
Oh shoot, she remixed it.
Yeah,
that's how passionate she is about these locks. These locks gotta go.
Let's take a guess. How many episodes do you think he goes before he chops the locks?
Maybe one more good episode, because he dies or he gets shot with a fade.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
So it's kind of he's on the run now again, and I
thought it was gonna be one. I thought this episode they'd be gone, and they were not. So they need to go.
What do you think, Tyra? What's your "oh no, you didn't"?
No. Oh my God. Oh, I don't know.
You don't know?
I guess I'm gonna say after Andre was talking to the baby, and he's just like, "Oh my God, thank you for like showing mercy and doing all of this." And then what's his name comes in, and he's just like, "Oh, you have me to thank for that." It was just like, "Oh, okay."
Oh yeah, with Kingsley.
Yeah, that was crazy. So maybe
Kingsley showing up was the "oh no, you didn't."
That was my "oh no, you didn't." Him coming in and taking credit for, I don't know,
bringing him back to life. He's the new Jesus in his mind.
Yeah, in his mind.
Yeah, the "oh no, you didn't," I would have to piggyback off of that and say when God answered his prayers. Because at first it was like a toss-up. Did God answer the prayer of him killing himself? or God answered the prayer that, you know, I finally give them to you so save my family. And we're going to go with that one for now. But, you know, there's a lot of stuff going on in the news. Hit us with it. What we got going on?
So this week, right after the premiere last week, actually, Terrence Howard, he got his Hollywood star. Super happy for him. And a fun fact for all of you people out there, to get a Hollywood star, you obviously get told you can have one. But not only just that, to even purchase a star, it's $40,000. I was shocked when I saw this.
He's dapper with his pink ascot or something, and bracelet going on. Go ahead, Tina.
And another funny moment / cool moment is that his star is next to Taraji P. Henson. How cute!
Of course.
Lucious forever. Y'all know how I feel about Lucious. So it's really great that their stars are going to be next to each other forever. And then additionally, if you haven't seen it, he also announced that he's retiring from acting. He's going to start doing some philanthropy work with his life, and so that's kind of shocking that after this we're not going to see him around anymore.
Yeah, but I think he's going to be like a Jay-Z album. He's going to keep coming back and coming back.
That's what she thinks.
Yeah.
He's an icon.
He seems set in his ways. So
yeah, he's
TBD.
not. He's going to come back in like a few years or whatever. And
TBD. And then next we have
new predictions. Okay,
yeah. I'll jump to it real quick. Taraji P. Henson, she's announced that she will be getting married in April out in wine country to Boo Kelvin Hayden. They're so cute. So there's some news for you.
Yes, thank you, Haley. That was amazing. And also we're gonna get into predictions. I know you guys are already in the chat talking about what's coming up. So what do you guys? Well, I'm gonna let this finish playing through. What do you guys predict in this crazy roller coaster of a season or of a series finale? What do you think is gonna happen next? I was building suspense. This was me building suspense.
I just had a thought. Go ahead.
I think what we saw in the preview, like Cookie like tied up and like, you know, held, you know, against her will and all of that. I think she's gonna go through that same thing that Lucious went through when he was just like held hostage and all of that. I think it's her turn to like go through that and have her whole like mental break, because she's always the strong one, and you know, she's let the empire go. She's moved on with her life, and I think this is going to happen for her family to save her and then bring it all back together to rebuild or do whatever they're going to do.
So mine is a little crazy, y'all, but I just thought about it. And what if the person that shoots Lucious is Andre? Because, just wait. Yeah.
Whoa.
Just wait. Because think about their struggles the whole time. Think about every time that Lucious has made Andre not feel like a lion, not feel like the kingdom is his, not feel like he can be a king. And then now that Kingsley is kind of his devil on his shoulder talking to him, what if Lucious actually ends up what if Andre actually ends up blaming Lucious for everything bad that's happened to him, and it's kind of, he's going to go so crazy by seeing all these demons that the only way to finally get rid of his demons is to get rid of Lucious.
Now, listen, if that's the case, that is amazing. That is an amazing ending. I hope that's not true.
Like a fortune teller if that is actually
if that's it, that's just because we know for sure it's not going to be.
But
we know for sure it's not going to be Damien or Frida's niece. Or Freedom, because we see too much of them, and that's not a good series ending if we already seen these characters.
I agree.
But that was episode 2. It's a lot of greatness going on. We got even more coming up. I'm super excited about it. Can you tell us, Tyra, where we can find you?
Hey guys, you can find me on all social media platforms at _Tyra Prude, and you can also find me on other after shows.
Nice.
And
Haley.
As for me, you can find me on Instagram at Haley Graves with 2 S's, on Twitter, Haley1, Graves 2, and you can also find me on the This Is Us after show, which comes on in an hour, and on Grey's Anatomy on Thursday nights.
Dope. And I am Sayrie, Sayrie, on all social medias. On Instagram, I'm Funny Sayrie, FUNNY Also, you can catch me on Sirius XM 96, LOL, Kevin Hart's Network, Quake's House tomorrow, as well as other stuff with AfterBuzz. Check out my YouTube, check out my IG, check out my Facebook. Stalk me, somebody. All right, and DM me. Let me know you guys.
DMs. Don't forget she's single.
Let us all know you're listening, and slide in all our DMs, okay? Thank you guys. Until next week, chat away in those comments. We may even go back the next taping and actually read some of those. So thank you, Erica Walker. Thank you, everyone who was out there.
Yep.
Thank you so much.
Elijah,
Jalen, Elijah. And we'll see you next week. Stay tuned.
Next week.
Next week.
Stay tuned.
Bye, guys.
Our founder, Kevin Undergaro, and me, Maria Menounos, would like to thank you for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV. Remember, we're not just the first, we're the biggest in the world, and we're the only destination for all your favorite TV shows. Whatever you crave, we've got it. So go to AfterBuzzTV.com and check out our lineup. Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.